Zombie apocalypse.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Eco Talks with Sneha Manekar. In today's session, we'll discuss questions from statistics. So let us start a session with our first question. A frequency distribution having two modes is said to be A. Unimodal, B. Bimodal, C. Prime modal, D. Without mode. Answer is bimodal. When a frequency distribution is having two modes, it is called as bimodal, and when it is having single mode, it is called as unimodal. Harmonic mean gives more weightage to A. Large values, B. All values, C. Small values, D. Positive values. Answer is small values, because we take the reciprocal of the values. So small values will be given more weightage. Then the suitable measure of central tendency for qualitative data is A. Mean, B. Median, C. Mode, D. All of the above. Answer is median. Median is more suitable for the qualitative data, whereas in quantitative data, mean is more suitable. Then if all values in sample are same, then the variance will be A. 1, B. 0, C. Cannot be calculated, D. All of the above. Answer is 0, because all the values are same in the sample, there will be no variance. Variance means degree of variation from the mean. So there is same variation. So variance will be equal to 0. If the value of set are measured in centimeter, the unit of variance will be A. No unit, B. Centimeter, C. Centimeter square, D. Centimeter cube. Answer is centimeter square, because we take the square of the deviations from the mean in the formula. So the value of variance will be the square of the unit of the values in the set, and that of standard deviation, the unit will be same as that of sample unit. The standard deviation of set of values will be A. Positive when the square are positive, B. Negative when the values are negative, C. Always positive, D. Always negative. Answer is it will be always positive. Now for symmetric distribution, the coefficient of skewness is A. Beta 1 is equal to 0, B. Beta 1 is equal to 1, C. Beta 1 is equal to 3, D. Beta 1 is equal to 2. Answer is beta 1 will be equal to 0 in symmetric distribution. And the value of coefficient of kurtosis, that is beta 2, can be less than 3, greater than 3, is equal to 3, or all of the above. Answer is all of the above. The beta 2, that is coefficient of kurtosis, can take any value, that is less than 3, greater than 3, or it may be equal to 3 also. Then if we study two variables at a time by keeping the other variable constant, this is known as A. Simple correlation, B. Partial correlation, C. Multiple correlation, D. All of the above. Answer is partial correlation, because we consider when there are n number of variables, from those n variables we consider only two variables, and other variables is n minus 2 variables are kept constant. So in this situation is partial correlation. And cause and effect relationship can be revealed by A. Regression, B. Correlation, C. Variance, D. Median. Answer is correlation. Correlation is study of cause and effect between the two variables. And the range of rank correlation coefficient is 0 to 1, minus 1 to plus 1, C. 0 to 1 to 0, D. 0 to infinity. Answer is minus 1 to plus 1. As like simple correlation coefficient, rank correlation coefficient also ranges from minus 1 to plus 1. And if there is a perfect agreement between two judges when rank correlation coefficient is A 2, B 1, C 0, D minus 1. Answer is plus 1, because there is a perfect agreement between two judges. So rank correlation will be 1. If there is perfect disagreement, then it will be minus 1. And regression model may be A. Linear, non-linear, B. Both A and B, C, D. Neither A nor B. Answer is both A and B. It can be linear as well as non-linear. The regression equation is also named as A. Prediction equation, B. Estimating equation, C. Linear relationship, D. All of the above. Answer is all of the above. It is also called as prediction equation, estimating equation, and linear relationship between the two variables. In two regression coefficient bxy and byx are A symmetrical, B asymmetrical, C both A and B, D none of the above. Answer is asymmetrical, because never B of xy will never be equal to B of yx, whereas correlation coefficient rxy will be equal to ryx. That is, correlation coefficient is symmetrical but regression coefficient is asymmetrical. And if bxy is greater than 1, then byx is A less than 1, B greater than 1, C equal to 1, D is equal to 0. Answer is less than 1. If one coefficient is greater than 1, then the other coefficient will be less than 1. If two lines of regression are perpendicular to each other, the relationship between two regression coefficient is A bxy is equal to byx is equal to 0, B byx into bxy is equal to 1, C byx into bxy is greater than 1, D byx into bxy is greater than 1. Answer is A. When the two regression lines are perpendicular, then bxy will be equal to byx, that will be equal to 0. Here are the properties of regression line. When two regression lines intercepts at their mean or average values, the other word, we solve the two regression equation, we get the values of x and y. Then when correlation coefficient is 0, that means there is regression coefficient byx and bxy will be equal to 0, and thus the lines reduces to y is equal to y bar and x is equal to x bar. This indicates that two lines are perpendicular, that is the angle between them is 90 degree, and that of when r is equal to plus or minus 1, then these two lines are identical, that is they coincide with each other. Then approximately what percent of data should lie within mu plus or minus 2 sigma, that is mean plus or minus 2 times standard deviation? A 95%, B 80%, C 65%, D 99%. Answer is 95%. Here you can see in the graph the data, or we can say percent of data that should lie between mean and 2 sigma, that is minus sigma and plus sigma, is 95.45%, whereas mu minus sigma to mu plus sigma, it is 68.27, and mu minus 3 sigma to mu plus 3 sigma, that is 99.73%. 68% of data is within one standard deviation, 95 within 2 standard deviation, and 99.7% within 3 standard deviation, and remaining 0.3% will be beyond mu plus 3 and mu minus 3 sigma. Then the sum of deviation taken from their mean is always A 0, B positive, C negative, D both B and C. Answer is 0. The sum of deviations taken from mean is always 0, that is summation of x minus x bar is always equal to 0. If the distribution is abnormally tall and peaked, then it is said to be the distribution is leptokurtic, B platykurtic, C mesokurtic, D pyrokurtic. Answer is leptokurtic. When it is abnormally tall and peaked, then it is called as leptokurtic. Here are the 3 types of distribution depending upon the coefficient of kurtosis. If it is abnormally tall, then it is called as leptokurtic. Here coefficient of kurtosis is greater than 0. Then second is mesokurtic. Here here we can see platykurtic is coefficient of kurtosis is less than 0, this graph, and the middle graph is mesokurtic, where coefficient of kurtosis is equal to 0. So these are the 3 types of distributions depending on the coefficient of kurtosis. Leptokurtic means coefficient of kurtosis is greater than 0. Mesokurtic means coefficient of kurtosis is equal to 0, and platykurtic means coefficient of kurtosis is less than 0. This is the graph showing different distributions depending upon the coefficient of kurtosis. That's all for today's session. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in comment section or message me on my Telegram group EcoTalks. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.